Good morning, small players. Happy Monday. Happy start of a new week, which is going to be amazing. I have a feeling it's going to be a great week. Every time something crazy happens in the small caps market, like the Trump SPAC last week, there's a lot of volume and interest in the small cap world, and it's a great time for us to really, make those profits, make up for any losses we could have had, to bring up average up on the year, make up for any slower months. This is the time that we really make our bank. So I'm super excited. The first stock on our scanner is Remark Holdings. The stock used to be very big about a year and a half ago, constantly popping up on scanner. We've been trading it a lot. We're trading on Friday again. Obviously, insane gap up since then. In some insane percentage. Let's see, in just one trading day. Great, that doesn't help, Christina. Yeah, like almost up 1,000% since Friday. Absolute insanity. Trading in a nice range this morning. It's currently below indicators, but definitely something that we'll watch today. There's already 40 million shares being traded, and it's not even 8 a.m. My first trade on this would be either bounce on 695 or break above, what is this correct level here? Let's see, break above 8. So I'm going to create an alert, a reminder. These alerts don't work in the pre-market session, so you have to watch it. But, that the breakout trade would be break above 8. The bounce trade would be break above, bounce on this level of, that's 696. Well, EMA 20 is on 711, so EMA 50, so I wouldn't want to miss it if it finds a bounce there. So I'm going to set my alert at or below 715. So I'll take on either bounce on EMA 50 or break above 8 for Remark Holdings. This is probably going to be the most obvious stock on the day, considering it's up 1,000% and it has over 40 million shares traded before 8 a.m. So definitely our main focus for the day. It's also a stock that traders know. These are the resistance levels that we can use for profit takings. And yeah, that's it. That's that for Mark. Okay. I'm just going to delete these. Let's see where the Trump SPAC is at today. Another wild day trading it on Friday. Not as much though. It's now in a higher price range. So actually the stock that we traded the most on Friday was PHUN, which is, the second stock on scanner. So that's probably going to be another obvious stock for the day. And we trade small caps, so now DVAC has graduated, but we have an emotional attachment to it. So we are, going to trade it again if it sets up for us. But now those trades become harder when it gets more expensive, when your stops are wider, etc. So I would trade a bounce on 97. I would trade a bounce on 88, 85. And I would trade a break above 1015. A breakout trade could be a little riskier because it looks like it had a few false breakouts. So I ideally want this bounce here or bounce here for a trade. It's also, we see that it also forms some 5-minute flags with, decent resolutions. This one wasn't that great. This one was good. So it's forming another one. So flag breaks could be setups as well. So that's what we would trade there on that one. I'm just going to delete the ones from Friday. So now let's see what, mark here. Let's see what this one's doing. Okay, this one seems to be the similar range since Friday, so that's good. We have some of the price levels are still valid, so I'm just going to leave them because it's still trading in the same range. And so this one, I'd like to see a bounce at this level. I'm actually going to move that level down a little bit because since Friday it seems to have pushed a little down and it's right on VWAP. So I would trade a bounce there. I would trade a bounce here on the EMA 20 line because it seems to be trailing it very nicely. So if it doesn't drop all the way to VWAP at this level, I would trade a bounce on 10. And I would trade a break above this level. Technically, it's already broken a 5-minute flag. The candle that broke it, we see there's some volume increase, but normally you want to see twice the volume from the previous candle. So that's why there's not much of a resolution. Sometimes they do this sleepy sleepy break when it breaks out, nothing happens, and it takes a couple candles for it to really pick up some volume. It's tested this level of support 3 times as well. So the trade here in this range is a little riskier. I would love for it to break out above this level with volume to trigger an entry because it's showing bullish momentum, or for it to pull back to at least 10 so that it can get more buyers to help us push it up, because we've tested this support 3 times, right? So we can't trust this anymore. The next test on 10.5 should fail, should be a short setup. The one thing that we talked about, I think, in the stream on Friday, and I'll bring up again, when something crazy happens like what we had last week with the Trump SPAC, and then literally even yesterday, even on Friday, PUN, PHUN also went up 1,000%. Today, Mark is going up 1,000%. There's a lot of FOMO in the market, and there's a lot of new traders that just want to get in on the action and treat the market as a lottery ticket. So there are situations that you will see over the course of this week, continue to see. We saw it already on Friday. Situations in which things should fail and they don't, because there's so many new traders that don't know what they're doing. They're just buying everywhere, and there's so many of them, they can keep the prices up. So this third test of 10.5 should have failed. It didn't fail, right? And could maybe even test it a 4th time and not failed. On Friday there was we waited until the 6th test for it to actually fail, because there's so much FOMO in buying. So you could find yourself in a situation where you don't know what you're doing in this market and end up making money. So I just want to say it again, word of caution: trading is not about hitting a lottery ticket, about having one winning trade that changes your life. Trading is about trading consistently good trades every day. That's how you become successful. That's how you become profitable. That's how you make money trading. So we all love this time when we can make a lot more money doing a lot less complicated work, because the market's easy. But this is a nice breakout. We see it. This is a nice breakout. You see the tape right away. The tape is really helpful to just let you know. Break above 25 is where really short started getting squeezed. You start seeing the bigger orders coming through, and then all of a sudden, tape goes crazy. So anyway, so just important to note, we all love this time. We all love to make our money, making these trades that are so easy, right? There's a little bit of break, and then there's insane volume coming in, and it pushes us to highs. There's a lot of traders watching them. So whatever setup you're watching, everyone else is too, and it's moving, insanely. It's all great, but it doesn't, as soon as the market slows down, the trades become a lot more complicated. So make sure that you're understanding what you're trading and you can replicate it. And if you're not understanding, there's no reason to trade real money. The market's not going anywhere. This is not a unique situation. This is going to happen again and again and again. So there's no need to lose your money trying to learn practicing with real money. Open a paper trading account, practice with fake money. The next time something like this happens, you'll know what to do with it, and you'll know forever on. Okay. This one has, interesting chart up until here, and then when short sellers destroyed it, it's now sitting in sort of no man's land. Obviously, the break below this level of 4.2 is where short sellers started hitting it. So break above 4.2 would be the squeeze level. It could start a smaller squeeze on break above VWAP. I would take this break above VWAP trade, because there's enough range from VWAP to this first resistance level, and then if we break above that resistance level, we expect a larger squeeze, and there's more room, towards the higher resistances. So there's enough range on this one. I like it, but I wouldn't take it here. I'd wait for a VWAP break. This one also seems to be trading in the same range from last week. We see these, price points. So again, very similar chart actually to the other one. So again, like a trade break above VWAP here. And then obviously the short selling really started somewhere, here looks like, because we got to that level, we were able to get a lot of buyers, and then we broke below that level and we tanked. So break above 775 is squeeze level. This one seems to have broken a 5-minute flag. But again, just the simplest way to figure out a false breakout is when you don't have that crazy volume increase right on that candle, so it's struggling. But it's holding VWAP, and this is again another stock that traders know and will trade when they see it. So this level had, what is it, 17.71 rejection, 2 rejections, and then seems to be fighting it here. So I'd say like that's a key level to hold. As long as it stays above 17.7, it could take it few candles to get the volume to finally push up after that flag break. But I like that. I like this one because again it has a lot of range. It has a lot of room to move towards high of day. Busy scanner this morning. This is a cute, like an obvious level. There's a lot of congestion there, so if we break above that, that trade. And this one seems to have rejected this 1.6 very sharply. It's now trying to find bottom on VWAP. VWAP bounce could be a trade. Break above that level could definitely be a trade because that's where short sellers came in. This is a warrant for banning. It's fine. This is a warrant for DVAC. Okay. And this is a nice VWAP break. Yeah, I mean, again, the scanner is very busy. I'll try and focus on the top volume movers, thinking that'll probably be the most obvious ones. So Mark and PHUN would be, my main focus for the day. Okay, that's you guys. I'll see you in the chat room. Happy trading.